Good afternoon. It's been quite a long time, but although my eyes are hurting me greatly because of the being incredibly short-sighted, and I haven't been wearing, there's the sun beaming, I haven't been wearing my reading glasses because the little screw came out of the leg of them, or arm, or whatever you call it, and so I've been getting very close to the computer screen. And I got a terribly, terribly sore eye as a result. In fact, I was quite worried about it. So today I went to the opticians, but they okayed me that nothing is seriously wrong, although it is mighty, mighty, mighty sore and shooting pains going through it a lot. But I am here today because it is the 21st of November. Now that is exactly 1 month, one calendar month until the Passover, until the turn of the age and the end of a mighty galactic cycle. You know what? The changes I see around me happening are so fast and phenomenal. I'm actually quite surprised that certainly on the spiritual side of things and on vegetables and herbs and stuff, there's people just springing up all over the place. Shamans are coming out of the woodwork left, right and centre. There's a lot changing. There's a lot of people stepping out of past roles and into new roles. And it's quite phenomenal, really. And on the other end of the scale is my awareness that there's an incredible amount of people passing out through death, by cancer, especially at this time. And the funny thing is, they still won't listen. Look at that light bulb behind me. That was a bad electrician's work. He never came back to finish, and I'm left with that dangling there. It shouldn't be in the picture, but it is. Anyway, I'm in this room because the sun is shining, but it's a little bit windy outside, so, and there's nuts in my teeth. Hence the fact that as long as it's not mercury, I'm munching instead of nuts. Anyway. Come on, you beauty, you sun. Oh, man. Yes, the stories I've been hearing, some where when people are eating, they're being sick from the old foods, the poisonous foods, the foods that their bodies, that are not good for their bodies. All of a sudden, the body is rejecting it. Now that, to me, is wonderful. Yes, I had a friend who's two members of her family, her sister and her daughter. One couldn't eat for 2 weeks. Wow. It's amazing how the universe is pulling us into alignment where some have to come screaming into the new age, screaming into the golden age. Well, you know, you either pass out of this life altogether or you get a reality check and you come fully into life. I have been juicing since the 2nd of August this year. It's been a phenomenal year for changes on the dietary front for me. My skin is still a bit of a disaster zone. My kidneys are still playing me up. I've lost 18 pounds in weight. that can only be a good thing. I'm back to my normal weight and I feel really good. I feel really good in that, feeling the weight I should be. I am 112 pounds. And I'm so happy with that. Also, I noticed yesterday, for the first time, that 2 weeks at least have slipped past and I haven't even been remotely interested in having a cup of coffee with sugar. How about that? I mean, that is phenomenal. This year, alcohol ceased completely. Coffee and sugar gone. I didn't take much dairy products anyway. Occasionally some cheese, sometimes a little butter, and occasionally eggs, but I haven't eaten eggs. I would rarely have butter. I would only have butter on the odd occasion, which is very, very, very few and far between now. Yeast-free bread, like wheaten bread with farm-made butter. But even that's going because I'm going to start making my own butters. With my masticating machine, it's been an absolute godsend. The masticating machine juicer is just phenomenal. I'm just a carrot freak. I don't munch carrots, I juice carrots every day, every day, every day. Anywhere between 8 ounces and 2 pints of carrot juice, celery juice, cucumber juice. Blood purifiers and bone strengtheners. With me having arthritis, the idea is to strengthen the bones. And of course, my teeth are fine. My hair is fine. The bones need to be brought into full alignment. And I've really been looking up, really researching the colon. That's a mighty organ in our body. And the nerves in our colon go to every part of our body. So it's a very important piece of machinery in there. We really need to keep it in optimal health. We really need to keep things moving around there freely, not clogged up. This is where all our disease is coming from. Putting in all this rubbish food, cakes, biscuits, white bread, nonsense that just do no good whatsoever and sit in there, festering, toxic waste, just toxic waste, doing nothing but clogging up our system and creating, in the long run, some awful diseases, bowel diseases, irritable bowel syndrome, cancers of the bowel, all sorts, which these things could be absolutely easily remedied. Everyone should be taking live enzymes. Live enzymes will only be found in living food. It's the life force, the atoms and molecules, the same as in our body. So to keep the life force in the cells and molecules in our body, we need the same from our vegetables or the food that's coming in to do the job, to keep them working effectively and to keep us in great full energy and vitality. These foods are regenerative. We are regenerating every cell in our body, whereas all the old starches and toxic acids acid, acid, acid. And sometimes it's just a combination of food which creates the acid in our system. And this is creating havoc all over the place. My arthritis, overload of acid, years and years of acid overload. Now at least I know what to do about it, and I'm taking those steps to full health. I can't say I'm fully back at full health yet, but I've taken a major step, and I know there's absolutely no way in heaven's name I will ever do anything that is destructive to my body again. My body, our bodies are designed to sustain us for life. Our teeth, our bones, our organs, they're all there designed to keep us healthy in life. It is only us and our ignorance and our conditioning to all the wrong food that we are putting in there. And our poor bodies, they try their hardest to fight this. 40 or 50 years you can abuse your body generally before it starts showing signs of degeneration. I was lucky, my arthritis was carried over from a prior life, so I got my early warning signs. So although I hadn't found the answers, I was searching for answers for, let me see, 24, 30 years. 30 years I was looking and attempting and taking all sorts of remedies and whatever for my condition, but I never succeeded. But I know I will succeed now. I know I will succeed. Between divine will and my own determination. And with the inflow of energy that is occurring now, there's no reason why we can't make enormous changes in our life. Throw out the old rule book, it doesn't apply anymore. We're moving out of the darkest period in human history as we approach the end of the Iron Age. The completion of a galactic cycle. It went from the lightest golden round 90 degrees and silver 90 degrees, then what is it? Oh, forget. What's before iron? Oh, my mind's gone scatty at the moment. Bronze. And now we're into the iron. So it goes from light right through to the mid. So it's like any cycle. It's 50% in the light and 50 ascending and 50% of the cycle in descent. So at the end of this cycle, we're back into ascension again in a new cycle, for the cycle's moving up again, moving into the higher vibrations. So anyone who's concerned about this, I've heard people panicking on YouTube, panicking. Don't believe in the New Age. Don't believe in ascension. It's conspiracy theory. God help them. Get into your heart, I say. Get into your heart fully. And you will have no doubt what is conspiracy and what is truth. Because if you are fully in your heart center, you know truth. Absolute. And my little lips are chapped as well. Call it winter. So yes, at this phenomenal time, and this day week is the 28th of November. And this will be the last full moon in this age of Pisces and in this great galactic cycle. So I would suggest to everyone, get out there. Get in groups, meditate, celebrate, because we're coming into the most phenomenal time in human history. And if you start to look after your body, well, you simply must look after your body, because it's the carriage for our soul. It's the carriage that carries this mighty spirit and soul that we are. So we owe it to ourselves to have a fine working carriage. And I have to tell you, so much is repairable. There's a lot of damage you can do to your body that can be repaired by taking notice of your nutrition. Also, I've recently, I've just been sprouting my first, I've been sprouting my first wheatgrass seeds. So they're currently in the fridge. They're just starting to sprout. This is day 2. I rinse them every day, and tonight or tomorrow I'll be putting them in trays with soil and what do you call it? God, my head's away today altogether. Trace minerals, that's it. Trace minerals. So I want to put that in to give the soil and the seeds the best chance. So I'm very, very proud and excited to say I am going to be the mother of a tray of wheatgrass in the not too distant future. And when it arrives, I will present it to you, of course. Ah, dear. So, yes, observation is key. Take care of your bodies. Take care of your mind. Be kind to each other. Help each other. Don't let money be a deterrent in being good and doing the right thing. So many get caught up in this ludicrous thing that you can and will do nothing unless someone is paying you money. How ridiculous is that? You know, we have to get back to be kind and caring for each other, looking out for each other, helping our elderly, helping each other. You know, there's no need for the half of the people to be in care homes or hospitals or whatever if we start to look after each other and teach each other what we know. Well, that's all. I just decided to pop in and have a chat. A chat, basically. Hope you're all well. And if I'm not back on personally speaking between now and the 21st of December, I most certainly will be online on the 21st of December. I have to stay off the computer a bit at the moment because this little eye here is struggling big time because, as I said before, I've been looking at the computer screen like that, too close. And of course, all that radiation is not good for one's little eyeballs. So I asked the universe to heal my eyes. Dear, sweet, beautiful universe, galactic family and friends. And never forget, get out there in the sun. Connect with the universe. The universe is waiting for you. All you have to do is ask. Your friends, your family, your guides, your guardians, all those you love are waiting to assist you. All you have to do is simply ask. Give them a job. They're waiting for you to employ them. It's that simple. And they're in a position, since they are in a much higher realm, to be able to assist you to the maximum. Make sure that what you ask for is not some kind of selfish needs, because obviously somewhere down the line you'll have lessons in karma. So you're best to ask for that which is best for your soul. So anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you again soon. Namaste.